Greetings, my scattered brothers and sisters in the Lord. Trust you know the Lord is with you wherever you find yourself scattered today, and that you know that his presence with you is more than enough for whatever you might face today. We are with Jesus in Mark chapter 14. Jesus and his disciples are celebrating the Passover meal. This is the meal that remembers how God brought them up out of Egypt and how the death angel passed over Egypt, and the houses, the Israelite houses that had the blood of the lamb smeared on their door, were passed over. And so the Israelites were saved and they were liberated from the Egyptians, from Pharaoh, to belong to the Lord. And they are finally on their way out of Egypt. And so this meal celebrates that. It remembers that, of how God rescued his people. And so we pick it up, Mark chapter 14, verse 22. And as they were eating, Jesus took bread, and after blessing it, broke it and gave it to them and said, "Take, this is my body." And he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank of it. And he said to them, "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many. Truly I say to you, I will not drink again of the fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new in the kingdom of God." So in this breaking of the bread and this passing of the cup, Jesus is using the Passover meal to teach his disciples that he's about to give himself as a sacrifice, his blood poured out for many, that he's about to give himself as a sacrifice so that they might experience a new and deeper salvation, a new and deeper unity, that rather than simply being liberated from, a Pharaoh, they're actually liberated from the bondage of sin. He gives his life as a sacrifice. His blood is poured out for many. That is sacrificial atonement language. And also that they might be unified. His body is broken and given to them, and they take, and so they are to be one in him. Through his sacrificial death, they become saved and they become one. And so Jesus is really trying to teach them about what's to happen symbolically, that he is offering himself that they might experience a deeper salvation and a deeper unity together, self-giving. And so we could probably, spend all kinds of time going into maybe the significance, this is my cup, or this is my blood, this is my body. But what I'm kind of interested in today is how well did they receive what Jesus was offering? And Jesus is symbolically offering himself, that they could be forgiven, that they could be reconciled to God, that they could have peace with God, and that they could become like him. This is my body. You become what you eat. Take it, eat it, and that they would become one. They eat it together. And so Jesus is literally offering himself to them and offering a new life to them and offering peace with God to them and victory to them. And they all eat it, even Judas. But how well did they receive what Jesus was offering? So that's kind of the question that I have for us wherever we find ourselves scattered. We partake in communion every Sunday at Southeast, and I know probably most of you will be taking part in communion at some point in the next couple of weeks as we quickly approach Easter. But how well do we receive what Jesus actually offers? He offers us himself. He offers us peace with God. He offers us victory over sin. He offers us unity together. He offers us himself. My prayer for you, my prayer for me, is that we would receive Jesus well, that we would receive the offering of himself, and that we would receive this offering of peace with God, victory over sin, unity together, that we would receive completely, fully, deeply well Jesus as he offers himself to us. God bless. Have a great day. Receive well.